Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Borderlands 4 video.
Another one.
That's right, we're back at it again. Today I'm going to show you the amazing Ritualized Streamer. This legendary fires lasers that absolutely melts bosses. And today I'm going to show you how you can get it as well. You know what to do. Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now we're going to be farming the Oppressor. The Oppressor is one of the story mission bosses, but it's kind of hard to get back to him. If you don't know how, well, that's what this video is for. We're going to be farming him to get this weapon. Now I got lucky and got this to drop on the very first try. Right, so may orange Jesus be with you. But I farmed this boss for a little over an hour and I got it to drop again. So it's definitely a dedicated drop for this boss. Now first thing first, in order to get back over to him after you beat him the first time, we're going to fast travel from this fast travel point, and then we're going to make our way back to where the boss is. Alright, so that's what we're doing. It's going to be pretty easy to get back once you remember exactly how we get back there. So first thing first, we're going to head straight from that small fast travel point, and then we're going to be hanging a left. Now, once we're over here, the bike will absolutely go away because we can't use the bike anymore. But once we're here, we're going to hang a left. And then we're going to come down where there's a lot of enemies over here, but we're just going to run past all of them, my dude. And we're going to run straight over here to where we need to use this small little terminal to throw down these small little blood chunks on us. This is going to get us through the elevator. So after you do that on PlayStation, I hit R3 to pull down that small little blood to hit on me, and then run over here to the elevator. And the elevator will scan you and it will shoot you up. Alright, so that is how we're going to get back to the boss. Now that we're back over here, make sure you jump, or otherwise you're going to die. Jump right over that. And now we need to make our way over to the boss. A small little checkpoint. We're going to turn around like so. And then we're going to make our way over to where the boss is. We're going to jump up here, jump once again. And once again, we're going to avoid all of these enemies. Making a left, door is going to open up. And once again, we're going to make a right. Now after we make a right, we're here at the elevator. You can hit this button if the elevator isn't there. It'll make it come down. So FYI, if you don't see this here, just hit that button outside. And then the elevator come down. Hit the button inside the elevator. And take it all the way up. Now that we're here, finally, at the boss, let me explain how this boss fight is going to work. I'm going to walk it through you this time because the boss fight is a flying boss and it can be really annoying, right? The boss is going to be right down there. There are some small little terminals that you can use over here. You can sell all of your loot after we make our run. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to purchase our Encore. For me, the first time was 8,400 and then I went to 9 after I loaded up. This is my first time doing it. You want to use 2 different weapons. I optimize this after about an hour into it. 2 weapons you want to use. One, make sure you have something with shock to bring down his shields for the very first phase of his health bar. And then the other health bars, you can use corrosive damage. And I found this out to be very, very helpful. So here we go with the boss fight. This is my very first time, so just bear with me. It's a flying boss. Now, he does come in a set pattern. To the left, I'm looking to the right. He comes in and he drops down a whole bunch of bombs. So I was looking for him. Thankfully, I avoided all of the damage and then I finally tracked him down. So there's a small little pattern. You can be dealing some damage to him with electricity, and then he'll come to you even faster, and then you can take him out even faster. Like I said, you can take this boss out in, I would say, about 30 seconds. At least that's what I was doing when I optimized it. But here we go with the boss fight. After you avoid his bombing runs, he will actually swoop in on you if you deal some damage to him, or even if he not. Sometimes he just keeps flying, but you want to deal electrical damage to him to bring down his shield. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right here. GG's. Thankfully, I had some electrical damage weapons. Otherwise, I kind of would have been screwed on this part, right? Now, the next part, you'll see that his health bar is different. I had a corrosive weapon on me, and well, it worked. So that is what I was trying to do. I tried to use a radiation weapon right here, but it really wasn't reaching. So I decided to switch it out. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just use my corrosive weapon, and well, the corrosive weapon works. So thankfully, I figured it out on my first run as far as the burns, as far as the boss is concerned. And I had the weapons on me as well. So it worked out for me, but it's going to take some time if you don't have the right weapons as far as the burns is concerned. So make sure you have electricity and make sure you have some with corrosive on it. Alright, now I fired off my ability and it really just didn't work for whatever reason. Maybe it's a bug or something, but it didn't hit the boss. I didn't get my buff for radiation damage, so you literally are seeing just the corrosive damage from the weapon, and it's still chunking away at the boss, small little bits, small little chunks. So I was like, okay, this is working. And then that happened. Now I almost died in this fight. This is my first time fighting the boss, right? So thank goodness I hit this enemy from before. I was literally about to die. Thank goodness I had the corrosive when I got back up. And thank goodness I got back up because I got the legendary on my very first drop, which is freaking insane. So let's go, my dude. After you finish taking out the enemies, you will have some enemies that come in. You can't just focus in on the boss if you have that build ready to go. Right? So like I said, I got this boss down to about 30 seconds after I finished optimizing, and I was only one level up from this. Just had this amazing weapon with me, and I got some drops from a sniper rifle with some shock on it and some corrosive in it. It was pretty much rad. So make sure you bring something with electricity and corrosive damage, and you should be good to go. Now the boss, the downside is he spreads the loot everywhere. So you need to look everywhere, and hopefully you have some slots in your missing item slot, because some of it will go there. Trust me. Boss just shoots the loot everywhere. But here it is right here. We got an amazing drop. I've gotten 2 of these to drop. I got one on the very first try, and afterwards, all you have to do is just head back over here and make sure you pick up this chest. You even get even more loot. Pick up all of the loot. Make sure you mark it as junk. If you're not going to use it, then hit R3. I'm on PlayStation. Head back over to the boss room, sell the loot, and you should get a lot of money. Now, I got almost close to 10,000, which is definitely going to pay for the boss. So yeah, it's a pretty good run. Now, as far as this legendary is concerned, the Ritualized Streamer, I've gotten 2 of these to drop, like I said. And it's pretty much a dedicated drop. Took me about an hour farming to get the second one to drop. So here it is right here. It doesn't really tell you the type of damage it does or how much damage each one of these little streams is going to do. But the ability is really cool. Delegation, it launches stationary projectiles that each fire a beam forward. Doesn't tell you how much those beams do. So I decided to test it out. Now here it is against the boss yet again, but he only have a little bit of health, so it really doesn't display how much damage it does. It does say 43s, but the lasers just kill the boss. Here it is again. This time with a little bit more health. Remember, I'm shooting 43, 43, 43. But then those lasers just takes out the boss. It absolutely melts this boss. So if you can get this weapon to drop, it is amazing, my dude. The Ritualized Streamer is definitely a legendary that you want to keep and farm for in the future. But for right now, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing? Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe right here at Karpo Gaming. Upload a wide variety of videos ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. And as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.